Miss Tatum Black. You know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. What's good,
Uh,
Quinn?
okay, so my name is Chelsea, but my pseudonym is Tatum Black for my books. Um, I write romance fiction. Latest book is a collection of poems that I wrote based upon how I felt and the feelings that my boyfriend invoked in me. Is I'm pretty sure it's going to be a volume two. But yeah.
For sure, for sure. And that's what's up. That's what's up. And for y'all out here, you know what I'm saying, who don't know, me and Chelsea, Tatum Black, we go back far. We go back far, like middle school, high school. You know
Uh
what I'm
huh.
saying? Great person, great person. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but good things about you. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, stepping into into the interview, you've already introduced yourself and who you are. You know what I'm saying? So first question first, Miss Tatum Black. So how and where did you get into, doing books and writing poems, and why love as
And
being the
why love?
category?
So from as young as I can remember, I've always read books and I've always soaked up information. So writing should have came naturally, I would
Right.
say. And plus I love a happy ending. I'm always about a happy ending. Um, so that's what happened. I over the years, even from starting from college, I used to write just little snippets down and just keep them. And then during the pandemic, I was just sitting at home and I was an essential worker because I worked in dental, so we still went to work. Um, so one day I was just sitting
Not
down.
only not to cut you off, not only can they get a good read from you, but we can get the teeth cleaned and
Oh
things.
my God, yes, absolutely. You can get your teeth cleaned. You can I have so many connections in the dental world
Wow.
that you wouldn't even believe. But yeah, absolutely. I know dentists from here to Colorado to Georgia. So yeah, for sure.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Didn't mean to cut you off. Didn't mean to cut you off. And
No, no worries.
um, but to elaborate on the question that was at hand, so your dream of being a writer, well, it's came true now. You got
Oh
books
my
out in
God,
the world and things.
yes. It came true. One day, I was just like, you know what? I wrote this book. It was my first attempt at really formatting a book and really, putting it to paper. And then I said, you know what? Let me see what happens. So I submitted it to Amazon. Amazon took a couple of days to give me an answer. And then I submitted it to Barnes and Noble. I submitted it to Apple. And eventually I have the book on all platforms, on Apple, on Kobo, on Amazon, on Barnes and Noble. And then
That was actually the next question. So
yeah,
I'm glad that you did tap in on that. So your book is on all platforms, Amazon Books. Wow, like that's even where I read my books at.
yeah, for
Um,
Kindle, yes. So my books, all of my books are on Kindle. Um and they're primarily on Kindle. They will be on Kindle just for Amazon until next year because during the pandemic, I actually signed a contract with Amazon that states that my books would stay in rotation with them for 5 years. So
that's what's up. That's
I and then they're not like a traditional publisher that's like, okay, you did this book, so now hurry up and get something else. With Amazon, you're still like an independent publisher. You're still self-publishing, but you're using Amazon to leverage everything that you need. You can get
oh
those readers who don't read paperbacks and they only do Kindle. And so you can get that. Then
okay.
you get the people who like paperbacks and they'll buy a paperback because they like the feel and the smell of having a book in their hand.
Right.
So, yes, I normally write romance, and this is my first take at poems. This, and I mean, writing is so universal, but yes,
And
this is my first take.
the poems are definitely like on point. Like I was looking for a book, but it was like it's in book version. Even the way that you choose to write, your writer skills are something different in the industry that you're in. So you're already setting yourself aside from everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Every other author that I know, they kind of, if they write books, they kind of seem to just write those kind of, like, if they write scary books, they just seem to kind of write scary books. So you doing poems and books, it kind of shows your versatility. And I wanted to, commend you on that, and let you know, like, I read a couple of the poems and things while I was reading Whispers of Love, and like you definitely like different. You setting the bar something different for people who actually do read and who are into poems. I'm an artist. I'm an artist first, you know what I'm saying? Outside of Real Spirit Radio, I do music and things like that. So I was just like, I ain't never know Chelsea can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like and you don't rhyme in all yours. It's not like
No,
a cliche poem. You don't have
yeah.
like a cliche poem. You can kind of tell like it's your own individual thing. But I'm not gonna cut you off too much. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to, what I'm saying, like I said, applaud you on that and commend you on that. Like I really like like the poems. Like I really love them. Like for sure, for sure.
Oh, thank you so much. I really wanted it to be like a journey. So I wanted it to be able to invoke something in all people. Even the most jaded person, I wanted that person to be able to invoke those feelings of love and care. And I really took my time because honestly, the book, it's only 25 poems in there, and I know one chapter, Whispers of Love, I that was the actually extended poem,
Oh,
and I got to the point where I was basically writing about how, even if you've been in love, you can still love again. You're not broken. You don't, just because this one thing did not work out does not mean that this next thing won't. So
most
that's, I
definitely.
always I always stick by that. And plus I was married for like 10 years and I got divorced. So that was
Wow.
so
Hold
new for
on, hold
me.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Who in their right mind lost Chelsea? Like, who in their right mind lost Tatum Black? Like, for real.
Well, I was, and I don't like to talk negative about him at all, but it's just, sometimes maybe it's just not meant to be. And I am really optimistic. I always feel like everything will work out exactly the way that you're supposed to have it work out. Like, if it didn't go right this time, like, don't worry because it will definitely go right again. So I always felt like eventually it might, who knows, it might be when my kids are grown that I might find someone who I feel like treats me amazing and makes me just want to write down the words and the feelings of love and put them in a way that they can be simple or they can be complex.
For sure.
So yeah.
For sure. Most definitely, like, and you definitely have a valid point on that. Like I said, like, far as on the personal aspect, you know what I'm saying? We'll get a little personal up in that. For us on the personal aspect, like I said, when I was reading your poem, from the new book, Whispers of Love, it was actually like, I was exuberant. Like I was very exuberant reading. I was very excited. I'm just like, man, I might, what I'm saying? I might get sued because I might have to send this to somebody that I love now, but for real. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely like your style of writing and being, heartfelt. You definitely critiqued your style. And you can tell you've been doing it, been at this for quite some time. And I just really just like, it was, I'm trying to think of the actual verse, because I was like, man, Chelsea gonna get on me, but this is gonna be a Facebook status or something. Like, she
No,
gonna like
please
she gonna
make
chill.
it a Facebook status and tag
Nah,
me, and
but
I
for
would
real.
love that. I swear, I felt like I should make I would want people to use these, like, you know how sometimes you know what you want to say, but you really can't convey what you're trying to say. But you might read this one thing, or you might hear this one verse in this song, and you're like, that is exactly how I feel. I would even get to the step where I would want men, and maybe some women, but men, if they felt like they read this book and they needed a few lines out of this book to say their vows to their wife, take it, because
Right.
this
That's the
is
mind frame.
literally a
Like that's
love
that.
song. Like, this is literally a love song. Like, a love song that's nothing but poems.
So like, okay, most definitely, and that's like in the area that I'm thinking about, like yeah, marriage vows or things like that, and you should definitely like be one of the first people to get into that live right here on Real Spit Radio. You should be one of the first people to actually, you know what I'm saying, get into writing vows like poems as vows for couples. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's actually hard. Um but to not just to not to just be on all this downtime. So what is whom are some of your favorite authors?
Okay. So, favorite authors, and this is how my age is going to really show, and you're going to know that I was reading books way before I should have been. I love Sandra Bland. Not
Sandra
Sandra Bland.
Bland,
I'm sorry, Sandra White. I'm sorry, not
but
Sandra.
the late great Sandra
Sandra,
Bland.
yes, Sandra White. She writes some of the most romantic books that I have ever read, and the ways that she can write these books, it's just like amazing to me. Nora Roberts. I love Nora Roberts. That's an older lady, and she writes some amazing books. Like, and if you can just hold on one second. No, oh my God, I just Judith McNaught. She is also a very older lady, and she writes love. I'm all about love. I'm all about love.
For sure, for sure. And I definitely get that, even in the way that, excuse me, even in the way that you relay over in your poems, and express the way that you see love, fit. Like it's even different. It's you can tell it's like your own thing, but you brought the world into your world. You know what I'm saying? And it's really, you're really like a, should I say like a Miss Dr. Phil, a female Dr. Phil, like it's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like she really got pastures up in there. She really got real deal like Bible verses up in there. You know what I'm saying? Bible verses of love. I should say Bible verses of love, but not real shit. It's that's hard. You know what I'm saying? But you put me in the mind of reading your poems and reading the book. You put me in the mind of a Dean Koontz, and that's like one of my favorite, reads far
I
as when
like
it come down
Dean
to
Cook.
love. When it
Yes.
come down to love, like, yeah, I'm looking at you up there in that status, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, real spit. So Tatum Black though, Tatum Black. So how did the name come about? How did you get the name Tatum Black? It's so
So
it,
I
it,
know
it's
it's so random. So all of my kids' names start with an S, and this one day, and I'm from Alabama, so this one day I was like walking home from the pool.
wait a second. Wait a second. You're from where?
I'm from Alabama.
You're from what part of Alabama? Because we are currently in Mobile, Alabama, and I'm from Mobile, Alabama, Mobtown, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Chelsea. I never knew this. Why did I never know this? I'm
Yes,
from
I
Alabama.
I am literally from Mobile.
Yeah, I'm from Mobile, Alabama, Orange Grove Projects, by way of down the bay.
Yes, yes, it's the same. I used to live in Orange Grove as well.
Yeah,
If you
blood
got
glitter Lord shit. Free lunch. She come from the bottom, people, and she's up there. And she's up there. It's really like that. Yeah,
so,
we're currently in Mobile, Alabama, right now.
oh,
Yeah, we're currently in Mobile. Like I'm not in Houston. Everyone thinks I'm in Houston. I'm not in
uh-huh.
Houston. I haven't been in Houston for the last 5 years. I'm actually in Mobile, Alabama right now. I'm at home. Chelsea, I did not know you was from Mobile. And I
You
think
know,
I may have think that I may have known, maybe, I don't know.
you know what it is. You know what it is, and I have gotten this my whole entire life. Even when I lived at home, people used to always tell me, "Oh my God, you talk so
You
proper.
talk
You
different. Yeah.
you don't sound like you're from there." I really am, and my boyfriend says that it only you can really only hear it if I'm like a little bit upset, which doesn't happen
Man, yeah,
often.
that's how people. That everybody. Like I hear that. I hear something else come out of you when you get mad. Like the full nigga, like all that, like weird stuff. Excuse me. But yeah, like yeah, when I get kind
So
of it come out. That country come out for real.
no, it really does. And so Tatum came from one day. I was walking home from the pool, and I seen this little girl. She was running, and she
Mhm.
fell. So I was helping her get up, and I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And she says, "Yes." And I was like, "Okay, so where's your mom?" So I was gonna walk her over here to her mom because she was running. She was little. She was running,
Right.
and her mom was like, "Tatum, what did I tell you about running like that?" And so I was like, "Oh, your name is so pretty." And then she was like, "Thank you." So I was like, "Oh my God, if I was to not naming all of my kids names with S's, I would definitely name one of my kids Tatum because I love that name." And so
Yeah,
then I was
it's a,
thinking, like,
it's
you know
a,
what? That should be
it's
my
like
pseudonym. So
real
yeah,
school.
that's how I got there. And black is just because I'm black. That's all that it is. So
Real
Tatum Black.
Tatum Black, and we had Tatum Black real spit in the building, man. This is wild. I'm still like Chelsea. It's from Alabama and Mobile. I thought you would have said
Really.
like, bro, I'm from Birmingham.
I
Like,
am not.
ah,
I am literally not ashamed about where I'm from. And if anybody asks me, especially living here in California, people might ask me like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I'm gonna say Mobile, and they gonna say, "Where is that?" And I just laugh a little bit.
we
But
like the
yeah,
South. Every time I tell somebody I'm like from Mobile and I don't say Alabama, I say Mobile, they be like, it got to be somewhere down south. Like, yeah, like yeah, for sure, from the south. So yeah,
but yeah.
most definitely. And okay, so the books, dental work. Well, I mean, so how is Tatum Black's love life?
My love life, I feel like is so amazing. Um, never would have thought in a million years that I would be in a space that I am in now. And I truly believe that you can, when you're with someone, you truly can give a different version of yourself. Not a fake version, not a made up version, but it could
But
be
the you
something.
that you want to be for that person,
It's literally, I feel like I don't have to do too much. I don't have to prove myself. I don't have to go through immense hardships or struggles to say, now you're worthy of love. Nobody wants to go through that.
right?
So, and I'm just in this place right now where I'm just so free and I'm able to be me, who I am, without any backlash, without a man trying to be in competition with me because he loves everything that I do. He supports
Working
me in
hard,
everything
working
that I do.
hard. So he backs you. So your significant other definitely backs you up within your career and as well as personally.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll be right back. We about to go into a break. Quick bathroom break, real quick. I'm finna hit you right back. All right.
Okay.
All right. I thought that. Okay, so we back with Miss Tatum Black. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice ring. We back with Miss Tatum Black. So we back with Miss Tatum Black, and basically we was just hitting off of the topic of your personal love life. So if we're you know what I'm saying, if we have consent to continue with that, you know,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
so he's fully your significant other is fully behind you, and your book writing and things like that. So what is the inspiration it or is he an inspiration behind the new book Whispers of Love? Is he the inspiration or
Yes. So I thought that I'm going to read what I wrote to him in my book. Um, it is like the introduction part. So, hold on one second. Let me put you here. So he definitely is. He's definitely the reason why, one of the reasons why I really wanted to write this book and put these words in on paper. So to the one whose love is my everlasting muse, in his collection of poems, each line and verse are a testament to the boundless beauty and depth of the affection that blossoms within the human heart. It is dedicated to you, the one whose love has been the most profound and inspiring force in my life. Your essence has been the light in the times of darkness, the warmth in cold moments, and the joy amidst the sorrows. In the quiet whispers of dawn, in the fiery hues of dusk, in the silent dance of the stars, I have felt your presence, guiding my hand and my heart across the pages of my soul. These poems are but a reflection of the love that you have planted within me, a garden of words blooming with the colors of our shared laughter, tears, dreams, and memories. Your spirit has infused each word with a life of its own, turning simple phrases into symphonies of emotion and thought. May this book serve as a mirror to the beauty that you hold, and let it be a beacon for others to find their way to love's embrace. In this world,
that's
in this world of fleeting moments and passing time, our love is the eternal flame that burns ever so brightly, illuminating the path for all who seek the warmth of true connection, with all the love that words can convey and more. Tatum. So I like. Oh, my favorite part is the eternal flame because they
yeah,
have
the
this.
eternal flame and the beacon of love. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I was definitely like on that. That was like one of the last parts that I had ended off on the night that you actually sent the book to me. And I read it and I was like, that was like one of the last ones, and that's one that actually stuck with me. That was one of the ones that I was talking about. And I was trying to think of the name, but I was trying to think of the certain words, but yeah, it was the one which you was speaking on the beacon of love and things like that. Most definitely. So hold on. So actually, in all actuality, how long have you been writing books before you even decided to like put books, publish books? How long have you been writing books?
For about 17 years, I've been like writing
So we was in
down
you was writing while we was in school.
in high school. Yes.
Right, right.
And I say
And
17 years.
shout out the school that shout out your school. Shout out the school that we went to. Most definitely
So
shout out the school.
I went to Williamson High School, but I did finish high school in Elkhart, Indiana, but I did go to Williamson High School in Mobile. Um, but yes.
Real spit. So okay. How is to go back to the high school days? So what is the difference between Tatum Black from high school days to Tatum Black grown, fully grown, developed, out in the world, seeing the world? How has the world been treating you? How's the world been
The
treating you?
difference between 17-year-old me and now over 30 me is life experiences, um, just going through the waves of life. And that's what the difference is, honestly. and you have, once you go through something, you learn. And if you go through it again, you learn to do it differently the next time. So that is totally what's different. Other than that, I feel like I'm very much kind of chilled a little bit. A lot of things don't get to me. Um,
But you was never
I
like
really wasn't. I really
yeah, you
wasn't.
were, you
I
know what I'm
was
saying?
always very much reserved.
Yeah,
Um,
real
so
reserved
yeah.
and quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even know. Like you was quiet. Like you wasn't like a mute, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you was quiet. Like you was quiet. You can definitely tell that, you know what I'm saying, that you was on your business, you was about your school, you was gonna do something with your life, you know what I'm saying? That's really, you know what I'm saying, what I wanna, you know what I'm saying, put out there. I can definitely tell that Chelsea was gonna be somebody who was gonna exceed abundantly. She was gonna go do her thing, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't expect you to be like messed up out here like some people are, you know what I'm saying? Like off your rocker, like you actually have a career, you know what I'm saying? You've made your own career and I just wanna, you know what I'm saying, tell you again, you know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of you and you've came a
Thank
long way.
you. I
Even though
really
you
do.
were one of them people that you didn't see like on no bomb stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like definitely proud of you.
Thank you.
For sure, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And we live on Real Spirit Radio with Tatum Black, you know what I'm saying? Female, black female Arthur, you know what I'm saying? She believe in black excellence. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely like a female matriarch, you know what I'm saying? So everybody, everyone who's trying to get into, you know what I'm saying, being an author or, you know what I'm saying, want to be coached on writing, your writing skills or anything, I would very much suggest you holler at Miss Tatum Black, Miss Chelsea, you know what I'm saying? You definitely doing your thing. So wow, books on Amazon.
Books are on
Oh,
Amazon.
man. So would you ever thought like you would be on like one of these the most Amazon is like everything. We use Amazon for
I
Amazon
love
Prime,
Amazon, but never
partnering
thought.
things. Would you
No,
ever thought that you would be on Amazon and
no.
have books all published out
I
there in the world and
never,
everything?
I never would have thought. Like honestly, I never would have thought. Like this is literally me living my wildest dreams right now, and I totally remember the moment that I decided that I was going to do every single thing that I'm doing right now. I remember the moment of me saying, you know what, I'm gonna move to San Francisco. I'm gonna move to the Bay Area. I don't want to live in Colorado anymore.
And shout out
So
to the Bay Area too. I got family out there, St. Bernardino, you know what I'm saying? The Bay Area, the actual Bay, Oakland, you know what I'm saying? So shout out. Are you closer to what side of the bridge are you on in out there in Oakland? Are you closer to like the St. Bernardino side in the stadium or
no, I am close to Bay Bridge. So I'm
oh, okay.
closer to the city. I'm closer to San Francisco. Um, so yep.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, so that's what's up. Okay, so how like how long you been out there in the San Francisco area and making your way? How is the industry out there? Should I say
Okay, which industry are we talking about now?
the the entertainment industry, the you know the
Oh,
art industry, just the our field that we're in, basically.
I feel like this is a good place to make a start. Honestly, I know a lot of people will go to LA, but you can literally make your start here in the Bay. The Bay has so many great, amazing people. Zendaya is from Oakland. Kalani is from Oakland. So I mean,
Shout out to Lonnie.
it's so many people in the Bay. You don't really have to go to LA to be seen or to make it or to do
Shout
everything
out
because
to Lonnie NYG, man.
everything that you want will happen. You don't have to be in like in a certain place.
For sure, for sure, for sure. And you definitely hear a lot of great things about California. Period. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's good, you know what I'm saying? And y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all take care of Chill's bills out there for me, and y'all take care. Tatum Black out there for sure, for sure. Have you met any other authors, or have you been to any events? Has there been any kind of like book signings or things like that? Or are you kind of waiting on that right now?
Not yet, but I it's definitely going to be happening before the end of the year. I work has me so busy that I'm literally like editing and doing everything that I need to do like after hours because my job keeps me so busy. My main source of income. That I do feel like I'm going to be doing some book signings. I do feel like here very very soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure, for sure. And most definitely, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that you're out there in the bigger city. Okay, so like what's the difference in in the cities? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, which between which cities?
The cities that you're from and the cities that you're intertwining in and you're living now.
So, well, we all know Mobile is small. Not the smallest though. We're not going to act like it's Sweetwater, Alabama, because it's not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, Alabama is small,
It's
so
extreme.
we actually moved to Atlanta because that's what we do when we're from there. You either go to Houston or you go to Atlanta or you
Right,
go to Florida. That's just what you do if you don't
right.
plan on making a life and staying inside of Mobile. Um, so at the time I was married, we moved to Atlanta. We stayed in Atlanta for about 7 years, I want to say, about 7 years. And then we moved to Denver. Now, Denver was different. It wasn't many black people in Denver, only like a handful. And but Denver was good to us on the way of the quality of life, on the way of being able to find a good job and actually keep said job.
Right.
You were actually able to make a living and take care of your family. um and it was just my time to just move on to something else. I've always wanted to live in the Bay. My whole entire life, ever since I was a little girl, I knew that I wanted to live in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So
Glad
um
to see.
I'm not in San Francisco, I'm in Oakland, which that is amazing because after getting here, if you never really been here before, you would think, oh my God, San Francisco. It's like, no, it's nasty over there. It's
Yeah.
nasty over there.
It's not that.
Oakland
Yeah.
is much cleaner.
Right, right,
Oakland
right,
is
right,
much
right. For sure.
cleaner than the city for sure.
Oh.
Um, so, but
Yeah,
here,
I was just out there with a couple years ago. I was just out there in San Francisco, and I was at an Airbnb. The Airbnb was cool, but once you got outside of there, it was
yeah,
crazy.
mm-hmm,
For
yes,
sure, it was crazy. It was crazy.
yes. I feel like
That
it's a
barrel
lot of
over there was something wild.
yes, yes.
For sure, for sure. So you being out in the bigger cities and things like that, when you tell people you're a book writer, you're an author, what are the kind of like responses and reactions that you get?
Most of the time I get, oh my God, send me the link so I can buy it or let me read it. That's mostly what I get. Or, oh my God, I didn't even know you did that. That is so amazing. A lot of people, I don't know. I especially like when working so much, they would say that. And I work for this doctor, and he loves to tell everybody that he meets that his director of operations is a book writer. He
Right.
have he has all of them downloading downloading my books and reading my books or buying the books. Like he is a very heavy advocate. He tells everybody if we are in a meeting with people we never met, once the meeting's done, he said, "Oh, by the way, Chelsea here. She writes books. So if you like books, you got to read it." So yeah.
Most definitely, most definitely. Salute to the boss man, you know what I'm saying? Keep you up in there, you know what I'm saying? Get a little raise up in there, you know what I'm talking about? Sure, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep everything going. We got to keep everything going. Um, so this is wow, man. You know what I'm saying? from me to the audience, you know what I'm saying? You guys, you know what I'm talking about? Me, y'all just now getting to know her. I've been knowing her. I'm even getting to know her, you know what I'm saying? Over, you know what I'm saying? It's been years. It's been what, 10 years? It's been about like 10 years, man, for sure, for sure. Like I said, wow, like you're an actual author, you know what I'm saying? Can I get you to, know what I'm saying, write some like, like some doctor notes and things for me, stuff I'm trying to get with.
Absolutely not.
Nah, like, nah, for real. Um, let me see. We got so many things that we can touch on. We got so many things we can touch on. Okay, so like for people, for young women and young men that's coming up and that want to be that are inspiring authors and want to do the same things that that Tatum Black is doing. What are some of the things that you can tell them to help them further their career?
So I would say it's not complicated. You do not have to go to the largest publishing house that you see. You don't. You can make it small. You can start small if you want to.
For
Apple
sure.
is very easy to submit your book on. Barnes and Noble, I know people feel like it might be hard, but it's so easy. It's literally so easy. Um, to submit your work and get it
Yeah,
published
people
and make money on your own terms.
people do think like things are like so hard. So like as an author, because I would think, as being an author, it'd be hard to get into, what I'm saying? People don't read books, you know what I'm saying? How is that for you? The attitude about being an author, and everyone is not picking up books nowadays. They don't want to, people don't want to pick up books. So like how do you get people to actually like be intrigued and get on your palms in the books?
Well, believe it or not, there are people who read books. There are like thousands of Facebook groups that got 100,000 plus members of people, and all they do is give book recommendations. Their people read books because it's the
Yeah.
perfect pastime. It's the perfect time if you're stressed or you need to relax. You can open up a good book and read it. Be transported into something that's happy, or be transported to a thriller or a suspense. And now you're reading this book and your mind is not even thinking about the things that were stressing you out, because now you're soaking up those words. You're putting yourself into the story that the author is trying to portray to you. And yeah, I think books are an amazing way to, yes, I love reading.
Real estate. And I'm a person. I'm a book heavy person. Like I love a good read. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has to be a good read. And yeah, most definitely. But I read books too. But I know like as soon as you pick up a book, people are like, but that's good that you have a solidified fan base, and you know how to draw people into what you have going on. Brief intermission. We'll be right back.